What made me nervous about meeting her was, sorry, I'm very nervous now. It's just that I kind of knew when I looked at her that she was what I had in mind, what my idea was of the perfect girl. You know, I had already looked in and out of her profile, and I've tried to get to know her as much as I could before I'd even met her. And what was most important was making the best first impression, was to show her that, as well as her being right for me, I wanted to be right for her. I wanted her to see the same qualities in me that I could have seen in her. So that's pretty much what made me nervous. It's just trying to be my best self in front of her. She definitely does put a lot of ideas in place. She definitely researches a lot, does everything she can to make those little moments perfect. And I really appreciate how much effort she puts in. And yeah, I can only hope I can learn to do the same for her constantly. You know, to just like even out the playing field there, because she's really good at that. She's excellent. She's always planning little things, always taking care of me, always, you know, doing little coochie things, buying little gifts, and, you know, just surprising me every day with you know, just showing me how much she loves me. And I really appreciate her so much. It's not so much the gifts that I love, it's her. It's the fact that she got me those gifts, that she, you know, cares so much to, you know, make me so happy. And just, she's always thinking about me, and that's what I love about her. The things I love about her are little quirky things, you know, like the way she sings around the house, and the way she always shows me her belly after she's eaten a meal to prove to me that she's full. The way she talks about her meals day in, day out, about how much she enjoyed them. No matter how many times I've heard it, when she wakes up in the morning, I'm usually dead asleep, but I usually do remember her waking up and just, you know, cuddling me sometimes, and just laying there by my side. You know, the little grunts she makes sometimes while she's sleeping, really cute stuff. Yeah, I can't get enough of the little things about her, and you know, it's things I would definitely miss if I didn't have her by my side every day. I love just about everything. She's perfect in size in every way to me. She's the perfect height, she has the perfect eyes, she has the perfect hair. I love everything about her, all her natural features I just love. Even the red hair, she used to think she always used to, you know, try to dye it blonde or whatever, and at one point I stopped her from dyeing it because, you know, I was dead serious about the fact that her natural colours were absolutely beautiful to me. Just everything about her, just I can't really explain it that well, but you know, she's just the perfect little package. Who said I love you first? I think it was me. I think I was pretty quick to tell her just how much I felt about her, and you know, I was dead set on it. Like I fell for her pretty much straight away. She's, like I said, she's a perfect package, and the feelings grew really fast for me, and I can't promise, but that's the way I remember it at least. Who initiated the first kiss? That was definitely Krystal. I was definitely nervous, and I didn't want to be the one to make the first move. I was just so nervous about making the wrong impression. I was trying to be as perfect for as long as I could be, and finally I think she just had enough, and she finally went in for the kiss, and I was like, oh, thank God, because it was finally out there. She usually calls me babe, which is a day-to-day thing, but usually I might catch her calling me Paulie Makowski. Paulie Makowski. Paulie Makowski. Paulie Makowski as a little pet name. She tends to throw that around sometimes, and she gives me a lot of different names, but I think she has more names for Boobly than she does for me. Mumbi would be Boogie, and just a series of random made-up words that we make up on the spot. Little furry nugget. Okay. I want to help you.
Hang on, I'm gonna develop that. This is what I'm doing for you, Krystal.
Be very careful, there's a step here.
Thank you. Hang on, hands.
Yep.
Yes.
There
All
we
right,
are.
we got this. Now, take it away.
I do call her babe quite often. It's just the commonality whenever I try to get her attention. But usually, I I don't know actually. I can't think of it on the spot. Won't call her wifey until I put that ring on and until I get mine, of course. We got to earn it. My favorite part of the bride's body, I'd have to be a little bit careful while deciding that, while on camera, when certain ears could be around to hear that answer. But I think my safe answer would be a tie between her beautiful eyes and her lovely butt. Favorite part of my body, I couldn't really imagine that. Back in the day when I was a lot bigger, I think the breast area was definitely one of her favorites. She definitely does poke or grab or scratch or slap my bum quite often. I can't really get away from one of those experiences at least once every 5 minutes whenever I'm doing anything strenuous or something where one false slip could render me paraplegic. But she'll find every opportunity to poke me in the bum if necessary. I don't really have a butt, so it's really tough. On what date did I propose? I remember the date that I proposed was on the 3rd of June, I should say, of 2018. It was the night before we took off to go to Japan, and I was just feeling so super nervous. I couldn't think straight, and all I was thinking about was where I was going to do it, how I was going to do it while over in Japan, and I just couldn't think of the perfect spot. I remember laying next to Krystal in bed, and we just couldn't have a conversation because my mind was so racy. I couldn't think one word in front of another, and I couldn't make any conversation. And I'm just thinking there and looking over at her, and she knows that something's up. She knows that I'm obviously not talking for some reason, and I'm thinking if I don't talk anytime soon, this might start an argument because she's thinking that, you know, I don't want to talk to her. And I'm thinking and I'm thinking and I'm thinking, and I just thought, and the perfect moment came up. I just said, look, this is enough. I need to get this out because I need this woman to be my wife. I need to put that question out there because she needs to know how special she is to me, and if any moment's good enough, it's going to be this one. So I just got her up out of bed and I staged a little scene and I popped the question in the best way I possibly could, but completely unscripted. It did take me a while to finally get to that question, and it was nerve-wracking, but it was worth it. Who does most of the cooking? It's definitely Krystal. She's got a knack for making anything out of anything. She's got random supplies in the pantry or the kitchen or the freezer. She can make just about anything, and she can make it taste beautiful. She's got an absolute knack for cooking, and I wish I could cook as often as she does. I just don't have as good imagination as what she does. Who does the cleaning? I would say 50-50, because I like to say whenever she cooks, I definitely do the dishes, but there's all sorts of times in between where she just cooks and cleans all the time. I think it's mainly due to her OCD or anything, but she likes to keep a clean house and she's always on top of the cleaning. So no matter how much I do, I think I'll only ever do half as much as what she does. One little thing that I might want to change about the bride is maybe her OCD traits just a little bit. Maybe just slow her down a little bit and let her just slow down and enjoy the moment a bit, not worry about anything like that. I just want her to one day to just kind of relax and take it easy and take a load off. Helping her get to that point is a little bit of a struggle, because I can't help if she wants to be a certain way. I also appreciate her wanting to keep things a certain way. I just try to mimic whatever I see her doing, really. If I see her doing something on a daily, I'll try to mimic that so that she can look past it one day, so that she knows it's done. She has specific ways of making the bed, but I try to do my best to mimic that entirely so she never even has to take a second glance at it. What would the bride change about me? She'd probably change a few things. Probably my level of patience when we're out shopping or out traveling and looking at certain souvenirs and stuff. No matter how many times we go into a shop, I should be patient. She should probably change the way about how I'm so serious sometimes, and sometimes I'm not the most jovial. I can be cranky from lack of sleep sometimes, but those are the things I really do want to change about myself, regardless of if she wants to change them. What is Krystal's worst habit? I would possibly say the amount of time she must have to go to the bathroom while traveling or going on vacations or trips, like in Japan, having to go to the toilet maybe every time we had to change trains or something. I did remember one place we went to up in Osaka, where we went up to one of the state parks, and we were going up a little mountain trail and making our way up to the bamboo forest and looking at all the scenery, but all Krystal could think about was how much she needed to go to the toilet. There was only one toilet, which was at the start of the national park, and we'd already been halfway up that mountain, and we kept thinking, we'll just keep walking until we find another toilet. We'll just keep walking. But eventually we got to the top and there was still no toilet there. We found this nice little bamboo forest, and with people's signature all over the stalks there, and I wanted to put our initials on there, but all Krystal could think about was how much she needed to pee. I really did feel sorry for her, but I really wanted to mark our place there. Eventually, she couldn't take any more and she had to run down the mountain, leaving me behind just to try to find the toilet while I was too busy taking photos of scenery. Otherwise, nothing. She's perfect. It's not worth it. She can stay exactly as she is. What would she say that is my worst habit? Possibly a general sort of maybe laziness. The fact that I usually wait till last minute to get most things done. I think, yeah, she'll be right. I'll get that done. We got plenty of time. I'll work on it within the last couple of weeks of it being due or something. I know that really does annoy her, and I think I'm going to turn things around and try to be more of a let's get it done right now so we don't have to worry about it later kind of guy. Oh, what would she throw away of mine as soon as I tell her she can? I think it would be my jeans. She knows exactly the jeans I'm talking about. They're all ripped up and used, but they're my only pair that I think about wearing on a comfortable day off from work. And she just can't wait to get rid of them one day. Sorry.
Sorry. Love you, beautiful.
If we had 5 hours uninterrupted to spend together, I think I would plan a trip to take her to every single possible vegan restaurant within the local area, so we could try as many cakes, as many meals, as many smoothies, as many desserts as possible. Just until our stomachs are really full, then we can go back, lay down, anywhere, whether it's at the beach or at home, depending on how we're feeling and how the weather's going, and just relax together and just talk about how much we loved our meals. Now for the serious questions. How do I know when she's in the mood? Well, sometimes she comes out and tells me. She has to be sometimes blunt with me because I get a bit distracted sometimes and I don't know what kind of signals. All right. All right, now for the serious questions. Who initiates more in the bedroom? I'd possibly say Krystal. She definitely would agree with me that she thinks that she initiates a lot more than what I do. A lot of my signals go unnoticed. What would she say I would get arrested for? Only Krystal knows the real me, I guess. If it became a thing, possibly a lack of sense of humour. Other than me, who would be a partner in crime? I think the answer to that is also Bubbly. I think anywhere she goes, she would like to take Bubbly, no matter where it is. Even if she was exploring volcanoes, she would be right there with Bubbly, on that lead, or in the pram, having a really good time. She can't go a minute without her. If she was stuck on a deserted island, what 3 things would she take with her? I think definitely she'd bring a lot of food with her, possibly vegan food. Mac and cheese, that's for sure. She would definitely take Bubbly. Definitely can't leave without her. And what else? Oh, definitely her phone. Sorry. I'd let us on a wild picnic ride. Do we have to use this question? Sorry guys. Trying to find the exit. Krystal, I bet at this point you're possibly having the time of your life on your hens night with all your girls there, and you probably don't want it to end because hopefully it's as great a night as you'd hoped. Now, you've got so much more to look forward to. You've got your beautiful husband sitting at home thinking about you right now. Just, we can't wait to see you again. I hope you like the video that we put together for you today, and I'll be seeing you very soon. I love you.